Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's my lecture is about accommodation reflex. Accommodation reflex is the process of adjustment of optical apparatus for near vision by increasing the converging power of the eye. It is also called accommodation convergence reflex. When the eye is focusing on a close object, lens become more curved and causing greater reflection of light rays. This increase in the curvature of the lens for near vision is called accommodation. This is the figure of accommodation. When a person looks at a near object, after seeing a far object, there are three adjustments occur in the eyeball, which occur simultaneously. At first, convergence of the eyeball due to contraction of medial recti muscle. Then, constriction of pupil due to contraction of the constrictor pupil of iris. Then increase the anterior curvature of the lens, which occur due to contraction of the ciliary muscle. Accommodation reflex involve their both skeletal muscle and smooth muscle, which are controlled by parasympathetic nervous system. Although accommodation reflex is a reflex action, it is controlled by willpower to a certain extent. It has a common pathways with pupillary reflex. In this figure, there are light rays from distance and light rays from close object. At first, convergence of the eyeball. The term convergence refers to the medial movement of two eyeballs so that both are directed towards the object being viewed. The nearer the object, the greater degree of convergence occur. So, this is helpful in effort to make focus on near object closer. The coordinated actions of extrinsic muscle, that means contraction of medial rectus muscle of two eye and relaxation of the lateral rectus muscles, brings about convergence. Medial rectus muscles attach to the medial aspect of the eye and its contraction adapt the eye, which is innervated by motor neurons of oculomotor nerve. Then constriction of the pupil. The pupil of human eye can become as small as about 1.5 mm and as large as 8 mm in diameter. Constriction of the pupil is the narrowing of diameter of the hole through which light enters the eye due to contraction of circular muscles of iris. This autonomic reflex occurs simultaneously with accommodation and prevent light rays from entering the eye through periphery of the lens that increase the depth of focus of eye. Light rays entering at periphery would not be brought to focus on retina, then would result in blurred vision. To reduce blurriness when focusing on a nearby object, pupil constrict to screen out peripheral light rays. The greatest possible depth of focus occur when pupil is extremely small, that means very small aperture. Almost all the rays passes through the center of the lens and the centralmost rays are always in focus. The constriction and dilation of pupil depends on the muscle inside the iris, that means intrinsic eye muscles. Pupillary constrictor muscle encircle the pupil. When stimulated by parasympathetic nervous system, muscle constrict and narrowing the pupil to admit the less light. And pupillary dilator muscles look like a spoke of a wheel. When stimulated by sympathetic nervous system, muscle contract and pulling inside edge of iris outwards. Then widens the pupil and admit more light. This is the actions of pupillary constrictor and dilator muscles. Thirdly, increase the anterior curvature of the lens. The lens of the eye is convex on both its anterior and posterior surface. Its focusing power increases as its curvature to become more biconvex. The ciliary muscles are responsible for lens accommodation response. Changes in contraction of ciliary muscle alter the focal distance of the eye and causing nearer or further image to come into focus of retina. So accommodation reflex pathway as this is like flowchart. At first, light falls on cornea, then retina, optic nerve, optic chiasma, optic tract, then lateral geniculate body, optic radiation, visual cortex, then superior longitudinal fasciculatus, internal capsule, oculomotor nucleus, and oculomotor nerve. They are divided two parts. At first, contraction of the medial rectus muscle, which causes convergence of the eyeball. Secondly, goes to the ciliary ganglion. Here, postganglionic parasympathetic fibers, then short ciliary nerve. Short ciliary nerve is divided into two parts. One part goes to the contraction of the ciliary muscle, which causes relaxation of the suspensory ligament and increase the anterior posterior diameter of the lens, which increase the lens curvature and help for near vision. Opposite sides, it causes contraction of the sphincter pupil, which causes contraction of the pupil and increase the visual acuity. That's all. Thank you for your patience here.